Big, exciting press conference in town this lunchtime, and this is like trending everywhere.
Girls Aloud are making a massive announcement. I'm not sure what they're going to say.
Can't imagine.
On the 19th of October 2012, the UK woke up to a buzz. Nadine, Sarah, Nicola, Kimberly and Cheryl got ready to face the morning and the world. Following months of speculation, Girls Aloud were about to make an announcement. After a 3-year break, they're back as the most successful girl band of the 21st century. This is the story of their 10-year chart reign, their time apart and their lives today, as they prepare to step back into the spotlight.
We girls gonna run this, run this.
10 years, it feels like a celebration. It's a decade in music. I mean, if you had said that to anybody back then when we first had the first single, they would have laughed in our faces.
I still am such a realist that I kind of thought, oh, you know, if we get a year out of this, that'll be amazing. And we all just took it, really, day by day, week by week, and look where we are. It's crazy.
In 30 minutes, we have to be out and meeting the public for the first time in 3 years.
It's crazy. It doesn't even feel like it's been 3 years.
Do you not feel like it's a little bit scary, though, because we've never actually done a press conference
We've never
before?
done a press conference.
No. I'm a bit like, I don't even know really what to expect.
No.
I think that they might clap you when you go in.
Oh,
well, let's clap back.
You know what, it might actually be quite overwhelming, you know, to like walk out there together, all of us, after like so long.
Wait, can we just have a little group second? With Nikki? So we basically just need to be united and just have fun. Celebration. Happy birthday to us! Happy birthday to us!
We are here to talk about Girls Aloud, a record-breaking group who have ruled the roost of pop music for the past decade.
I'm so chilled.
They have scored 20 consecutive top 10 singles.
I'm actually physically battling.
They've had 4 number ones, 5 platinum-selling albums, all brought to life across 5 nationwide tours. And after a few years away, out of the spotlight, Girls Aloud are back.
Back where they belong, the girls have had an incredible decade. They've achieved more than they dared ever dream. This is their story. So where did it all begin for the 5 young northern lasses, plucked from obscurity to become one of the biggest bands of their generation?
When I was a little girl, my hopes and dreams for the future were I wanted to be a chef in the morning. I wanted to bake bread and stuff. I wanted to be a teacher in the afternoon. Then I wanted to be a singer at nighttime.
Ever since I can remember, I always dreamed of being an entertainer. It was the dancing, the singing, the lights, the clothes, the razzle-dazzle, them effect. You know, I was always drawn to that.
Well, initially my real passion was for musical theatre, so I'd look at people like Julie Andrews and I'd actually look up to people like that as a child.
Growing up, I was very musical. I've always wanted to be an entertainer. I just think music is something I grew up with. It was in my veins, and I don't think I could see myself not having music in my life.
It kind of consumed most of the thoughts. Like, I'd go to bed and I'd be like, dear God, please, one day would I be able to be a singer, blah, blah, blah. I'll be a really nice person.
In 2002, the girls' prayers were answered when musical reality show Pop Stars The Rivals hit the screen, presented by me.
Welcome to Pop Stars The Rivals!
The show would create 2 pop bands, girls and boys, who would battle it out for the Christmas #1.
Pop Stars The Rivals was like the why not moment for me.
I thought it's kind of a bit daunting to put yourself out there, but maybe I've got to take the plunge. So I did.
Someone said to me, "Oh, what have you got to lose?" And I said, well, my dignity. I do have a very different side to me when I'm not overexcited. That's me. Hi. But I think most of the time when I'm performing, that's the Sarah you're going to see. There was something in your voice that was telling me don't be too sure.
You're through. You're going to London.
Right. Well, thank you.
I was definitely nervous, don't get me wrong, but I was like, I was enjoying it more than I was scared of it. But you are the place where all my thoughts go hiding.
Thank you. Like her voice.
Thank you.
I think you're nice.
So you're going to London. Well done, Nicola.
There's like thousands and thousands of people. We were kind of like, yeah, I don't think there was much point stressing and rushing like that. Where do broken hearts go? Can they find their way home? Back to the open.
Fantastic. You're on your way to London. Well done.
Oh, thank you
See you in a week's time.
much. I didn't know where I stood as far as I was concerned. I thought I may not get past audition 1.
This is my girl. I want to tell you.
Well, shut up then.
Somewhere in the day still left, we will walk in fields of gold.
OK, come to London.
I actually didn't tell anybody I was going to audition. I literally just packed a case and went to London.
786. You're Chero.
Yeah.
Tweedy.
I think it was probably, if I don't tell anyone, there's no expectation at home.
Where are you from?
Newcastle.
Are you all nervous?
A little bit.
Wait,
Just more so.
because of Jerry? I was nervous with her too the first day.
Yeah,
She's okay.
It was a very daunting experience to go into that auditioning room, especially in front of experienced eyes.
Tell me, have you ever loved and lost somebody? Wish there was a chance to say I'm sorry.
Is it all you want to do? Mm-hmm. You know it's a really tough life?
I know, yeah.
It's not
is.
glamorous.
I know.
It's early mornings, late nights, and lots of bullshit.
We'll see you back in London.
Yeah.
Okay?
Thanks
Bye-bye.
very
Bye-bye.
much.
Bye.
I'm through.
The 5 girls were in the competition. Over the next 2 months, they sang, they danced, they laughed and cried and did everything they could to earn their place in the band. They didn't know it yet, but Girls Aloud were on their way.
Here is the lineup that you have chosen for your girl band.
This is the actual moment where she's going to say he's in the band. So I started to get really choked up, like, what? This is it?
The first member of the band is...
I remember thinking, just say it. And I had my eyes closed, and she said it.
Cheryl.
And I was over the moon that I was in. It quickly hit you that who's not going to be.
The next girl to make it into the band is Nicola.
I was like, this is madness, but really feeling life had changed. It was like we're in the band.
Nadine.
It had only just dawned on me that this was the moment. It was just everything hit me just at the one time of everything we had been through.
3 left, only 2 places left to fill.
And I just kind of thought, I can't cope with it anymore. I just want to know if I'm in or out.
Kimberly.
So if you look at my reaction, it's actually more like, oh, thank God it's over.
Will you come out here, girls?
There's only one girl left that's not going to make the band, which is a horrible feeling. So it quickly hit you that who's going to be the one that's not able to live her dream.
I can't say goodbye to anyone. It was kind of a mixture of the best and the worst moment of my life. You know, it was I just looked up and saw that my mum's seat was empty, as if on standby to come and console me.
The last member of the band is... Sarah.
It was absolute torment and relief at the same time.
We were like, this is us. We are the band. We are Girls Aloud.
Time for Girls Aloud to celebrate. This would be the last night of life as they knew it. The next morning, they'd be pop stars. Later that night, the incredible news began to sink in.
I was completely alone in a hotel room. And I literally remember staring at the ceiling and I felt euphoric. I mean, I've never experienced that feeling before.
It was a strange night. I just kind of remember thinking, I'm really happy, but I'm kind of freaked out that this might be the end of, like, normal life, kind of as I know it, I suppose.
Life had changed. Girls Aloud were on the map. All they needed now was a killer song. Nobody expected what came next.
Yeah, disco dancing with the lights down low.
Sound of the Underground was just one of those songs that as soon as we heard it, we were like, yes.
I remember instantly being like, oh, that's brilliant.
It felt like we had something that was fresh for us rather than us just doing an Atomic Kitten track.
What I think people wanted to see with us was our feistiness and our ambition, and bring it on.
I just remember thinking, this is so edgy and so different. People are not ready.
Girls Aloud were taking on pop stars' rivals, One True Voice, to bag the Christmas #1. Sound of the Underground was edgy. And the boys' song wasn't.
Since the Spice Girls, it had been boy bands dominating for a long time, but they didn't know what they were letting themselves in for, and we were a force to be reckoned with.
We're on our way to the first ever photo shoot as Girls Aloud.
You can't be prepared for what you're about to face until you're facing it.
We were everywhere.
It's Girls Aloud!
We were dragged from pillar to post to radio station to radio station to TV show to TV show. We were there.
We'd pull up at traffic lights and shout out the window, "Buy our song!" Like idiots, we're going live on air.
We'd have 4 hours sleep sometimes. We'd have to be up to go off and do another radio promotion or another photo shoot.
Girls Aloud!
I think it was the excitement that kept us going.
Girls Aloud, sound of the underground.
That's me on the radio.
There we go, that's what it is. That's surprisingly good, do you know what I mean?
Christmas week arrived. Time for the moment of truth.
This is it, the end of the quest for #1.
The Christmas #1. It's Girls Aloud.
They'd done it. After a fairy tale few weeks, the exhausted girls headed home for Christmas. But home wasn't quite as they remembered.
I just remember being sat at home on Christmas Day watching myself doing Sound of the Underground on Top of the Pops. And it literally was like, this is insane.
Yeah, I watched Top of the Pops on Christmas Day with my mum and my family, and it was almost like I was looking at someone else.
I still felt like the same person, but everything else changed around. The people in the shopping centre were different, whereas like 6 weeks before, you'd just been walking around normal and no one looked at you differently.
Other people treat you different. Other people, the way they say hi, the look in their eye, people that wouldn't have given you the time of day before are willing to snap their necks to wave at you up the street.
The girls had tasted fame, and it was something they'd all have to get used to. Especially the girl from Newcastle.
Slowly but surely you start to realise, actually, I can't nip to the garage in my pyjamas anymore for a pint of milk, even if I want to. Your life just starts to feel different.